So what's up everybody, welcome back to another vlog. Today is an exciting day, really exciting. And it's I guess lessons learned, and how to take losses. I guess that's what this video is going to be about. So, we're continuing our marketing efforts. We're looking for deals, got a couple deals that have closed. I actually bought a house recently. Yeah, that didn't turn out that well. So I just got a call about, I would say like an hour ago. My partner just told me that the entire house just burned down. And the worst part about it is that I had no insurance on the property. And we were just about to list this property on the MLS. And we were gonna make, I don't know, we bought it for 12 with closing costs and everything, 15,000. And we were gonna sell it for 70,000. I'm actually gonna include a link in the description and up here, because I actually did a video on this about a month ago. So I'm actually gonna ride out to Shelby right now and we're gonna take a look at it because I wanna see how bad it is. I'm hoping that it's not a full-on teardown, but it's looking like it. Let me show you a picture of what it currently looks like. So all I have is this one picture, the back of the property. So we're gonna find out how bad it is. So I'm gonna go and change my clothes. It's been very cold the past couple of days, so I'm pretty sure somebody went in there and was trying to stay warm and they ended up burning down the house. This actually is a very common occurrence that happens in North Carolina. I'm pretty sure it happens in other states as well. That when the temperatures, they plunge, it was below freezing. I think with the wind chill, we were at 1 to 2 degrees. So people are trying to stay warm, and unfortunately, they don't know how to start fires or understand that you can't start a fire inside a house without the whole house burning down. It's stupid. But, that's life. So, let me go change my clothes and get out of here and go check this place out.
Told you not to call here. It's not for sale. Quit texting me, man.
So, it is a cool, crisp 35 degrees outside. That is the high for today. For the past 3 or 4 days, we've been getting pretty low. So far though, this is probably the worst thing that has happened, but one of the properties that we have, a sewer line froze and the lady had a poopsicle. So literally frozen turd in the sewer line. That property is deeper up in the mountains, so I think the wind chill, or what it felt like, was like -7, something like that, or -3. So it definitely was very cold. So I'm actually happy that no water issues anywhere. The trailer that these guys are working on for me, I actually went over there. I wish I would have vlogged it, because the whole trailer was covered in ice on the outside. And the water valve, I don't know where the water shutoff valve is. So I went out into the street and shut off the water meter, and the water meter was frozen. I couldn't even shut it. I actually had to find some water inside my truck and defrost it with some water so I could turn the valve. After that, we turned the valve, shut off the water to the property, and that very night it dropped down to like -2 or something like that, or it felt like -2. So those, I guess, have been avoided, those catastrophes. And none of my other tenants have experienced any type of water issues or electrical issues, which is great. But man, taking this loss on this house, it sucks. Anybody that says that they're happy to take a loss any day, man, you're a liar. Because losses are not fun. They're great learning experiences. I am glad that, it wasn't a bigger loss than currently. I mean, we've lost practically I would say $120,000 in equity. So definitely a pretty big loss as far as equity goes. But as far as money in the deal, with closing costs and everything, we were all in at like 15. So $15,000 land value on that property is about 10,000. So I mean, it's still kind of like, we're okay. You know, we didn't lose all of our money, but definitely still lost some of it. And it sucks, man. That thing was about to hit the MLS this week. We were gonna sell it for about $60,000-$70,000 and make like what, 50 to 60,000 after everything's said and done. I mean, that's a nice profit. We were actually originally gonna assign it. Like I said in the video, we actually were gonna assign it, but at the last minute we decided to keep it, and we didn't have an agreement put in place with the buyer to buy that property, but it was more like it was a handshake deal. And it's somebody that I sell to often, so she wasn't like, oh my God, I can't believe you're buying it instead. You know, she was like, all right, cool, you know, that's great. I'm glad you guys are buying it, because I've sold them over 100 plus houses. So I was gonna buy it, resell it, owner finance, or I was gonna just put it out in the MLS and see if somebody would give me a cash offer between like 60 to 100,000, because that house was actually in great shape. ARV on that little house was like 160, 170. It needed, like, at this moment in time, like I would say like 20 to make it rent ready again. And that 20 was just gonna cover some basic stuff like, you know, paint and, you know, maybe an HVAC and, you know, some flooring. But other than that, it didn't really need much else. But now, you know, where it's at, it hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm not gonna cry here. It's not that big of a loss, but it definitely does suck. But, you know, life goes on. You can either sit here and whine about it, or you just gotta take these losses, learn from what happened. You know, learn from Dan. If you got a vacant house, definitely secure the property. Next time I will board up the front and back door, and we will get insurance immediately after closing. There's a big lesson learned, because I could have called my insurance company and they probably would have paid me out like 100 grand. Easy 100 grand. Which would have been great for us. But since the property had no insurance, now I got to take this loss. But definitely learning experience, learn from Dan, board up your house, secure it, and get insurance. Lesson learned. The thing is, I thought about it last month because temperatures are getting lower, and this is a common problem here in North Carolina. You get, you know, some homeless people, you know, go into your house, they're trying to stay warm, and they end up burning it up. But, you know, it is what it is. Lesson learned. So let's check this place out, see what it looks like. I'm kind of excited to see. I'm hoping that it's not that bad, but I guess we'll figure it out together. All right, so we made it out here. Front of the house don't look too bad. I mean, as far as like, I thought that like the whole thing was gonna be charred, but I mean, it looks okay. I do see some charring marks up there, so I'm wondering, you know, what happened. But as far as I can see, the front of the house is still okay. So I mean, that's a good thing, right? You know what's funny about this though? Out of all the houses that are vacant on this block, this house next door is vacant. All the houses on this side of the block are vacant. Across the street, you got 2 vacant houses too. And I guess on this side of the block, that house right there is the only one that is occupied. So I'm guessing, since this is closest to the getaway point, they decided to burn mine, or come here at least. But so far, you know, it don't look that bad. I don't really see any charring up here. I know my camera's kind of dark. I'll lighten it up here. But one thing I did notice, we're gonna come down here. They beat the door with a hammer. They beat the whole door with a hammer, and they really messed this up. I'm wondering though, you know, what happened. This door jamb is definitely beat open. I don't know what happened, but they decided to just go ahead and knock it wide open. Front of the house seems okay. I mean, you see the wall is a little discolored. Yeah, it's just dirty. But let's see. In here, got some discoloration here and there. I mean, it's not super bad, but yeah, you know, not too bad for a fire being in here. That's the first bedroom and the living room. But back here, this is where we start to see some of the more extensive damage. So I mean, it's a little bit of fire on the walls here, and then we have the back area here. This is the bathroom area. You can see a little bit more char. As far as the ceiling goes though, you can see that it's definitely charred up in here. Not the greatest. I'm trying to make sure I don't step on a nail. And back here, you can see the kitchen. I'm actually gonna turn on my light here so we can see a little bit better. There we go. So kitchen area, you can see the blackening on the walls, smoke damage. The roof is completely black. It's not charred, it's just black. This is all smoke. All right, and then looks like some splatter here, I'm guessing from the fire department. But I can tell that the fire didn't start in here. Definitely did not start in here. Let's see. So I'm guessing nobody was sleeping in here because the bedrooms are fine. The kitchen is fine. So I mean, the only thing that I can think of, and you can see that fire line right there and all that black charring, but then when I look down, it's just the whole porch is lit up. So that whole porch is burnt. So one of two things happened here. Somebody didn't like the previous owner very much and they decided to throw a Molotov cocktail, or somebody was sleeping back here. Yeah, somebody was sleeping back here. They're trying to stay warm. It was very rainy these past couple of days and very cold. And trying to get out here so I don't step on a nail. You can see the whole back porch has gone up. That whole back porch. That sucks. Sucks a lot, man. Like the roof is charred. See how the roof is charred up there. But it's a real disappointment. You know, what are you gonna do though, right? Can't sit here and cry. This is my fault. Completely my fault. Should have secured the property better. That's number one. Should have gotten insurance on it. I think that's beyond number one right there. We weren't planning on holding this thing very long. I was gonna sell it, either owner finance or put it on the MLS. We were gonna sell this for $70,000, and we would have gotten it. Because I mean, all in all, this house is in good shape, or was in good shape, not anymore. But now, I could probably get like 20, I think, maybe. If I really just recover my investment in this property, I'll be happy with that. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be a great payday, but at least I didn't lose any money in the deal. I just lost all my potential profit. I think that's a good goal in business itself. I mean, not every time are you gonna make home run deals, but at least if you could recover your investments, you know, that's gonna be a win no matter what. Even though this is a big L, it's a big L. But you know, we'll work through it. I'll work through it. I'll find a way, one way or another. You know, it is what it is, and can't do anything about it now. Unless anybody got a time machine I can borrow, I'll go back in time and get insurance on this place. But you know, it is what it is. So other than this atrocity here that has happened with this house, 2023 is still planning out to be good. We picked up something under contract today in Rock Hill, South Carolina. It'll probably be my first deal in Rock Hill. I have been hitting Rock Hill for a year, and you know, I finally got something under contract. I did have something before under contract, but I didn't know the value in the area and I let it go, and then it ended up selling, and it was a profit of like 30 grand to somebody. So I was upset about it. I was like, man, I could have made some money there. But in hindsight, you don't know what the value of stuff is sometimes, since I didn't really do my research in the area. So that's definitely my fault. But we picked up something in Rock Hill. Profit potential on is like $50,000 to $70,000. Freaking fantastic. We did not convince the lady to sell to us. She's been wanting to sell. She's just finally ready, and it's her price, not ours. We can just make it work, so it's good for us. I'm probably gonna go out there I think at the end of this week, so I will vlog it. I'm gonna keep trying to vlog every single day, all of my wins, all of my losses, and you know, show you guys what this business is really like. This is real life. This is no fake stuff. I didn't roll up here in my Lamborghini. That's about as as good as it's gonna get, right? You know, yeah, it is an $80,000 truck, but still, I'm not out here, you know, trying to, you know, flex and show how much money I have. I'm trying to show you guys that you guys can do this. 5 years ago, I was broke. I didn't have $2 to my name, and I had a really hard time making money. Let's just put it that way. I was making like $30,000 a year, W-2 job. Wasn't happy, and I decided to take the plunge into real estate. And now here I am with my first major loss. But you know, sometimes that's just what happens. You just gotta take the good with the bad. I've had some great wins, and here goes a great loss. But enough about this. So I'm gonna go ahead and head home, take some pictures here, and get on out of here. Hope you guys found this as a great lesson. Always have insurance and secure your properties, especially when vacant and especially when cold. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys on another vlog.